Hey guys, how's it going? Today I thought I'd do a video on one of my fond memories that I like. I don't know, I kind of like telling people this, or when I get into a discussion, it's a fun story to bring up. But that memory is about Super Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64. So, my memory about this starts out when the Nintendo 64 was just released. It had just come out. And there was literally no way in hell I was gonna get to play it, own it for a while, because my family back in the day didn't have a lot of money, so I would usually get things like once the system was older and the newer one came out, I would get the older one, and it would be new to me. But Super Mario 64. I remember when the 64 had just been released and it was getting bought up and you couldn't find it anywhere. But just like now, where they'll have little kiosks where you could play it. I remember in Walmart a couple of times, I would never get to play it because the line was just freaky long. So, but I could always see it, and I'd always catch little glimpses of it. It was never enough that I could actually sit there and watch the thing, but it was little tidbits here and there, and I just thought it was so cool. And then time passed, and I kept getting all butthurt because I couldn't play it, and two of my friends actually ended up getting the Nintendo 64 before I did. But the video store up the road from where I lived started doing this new thing that other video stores didn't do, where you could rent the system. Because they always had the games out, but I couldn't rent them, I didn't have the system. But this one would let you rent the console itself. It was like so expensive. It was like the same price as renting like 5 movies or something like that. It was pricey. So I ended up doing a whole bunch of chores for like a week or two to save up enough money to actually rent the thing. I remember I finally had enough, and my dad took me up to the video store, and then I rented it, and it's so funny. Uh, it came with the basic cables, the red, white, and yellow cables. And at the time, that was like really foreign to me. Like I remember, I was like, oh shit, do I even have a TV that has these hookups? Oh no, I finally got this thing. I worked so hard to get it. Now I don't even know if I'll be able to play it. But I finally found one of the TVs upstairs in my parents' room was a newer TV, and it had that. Because before it was the Super Nintendo and the Genesis, we always used the RF cable thing. But anyway, I remember popping it in and turning it on, and the little, it's me, Mario thing would come up. And you could, the space would pop up, and you could mess with the space and all this and that. But I didn't give a shit about that. I wanted to play the game. So I remember hitting start and playing it and getting into it. And that first scene, when you get past the little bits of text it has, and he jumps out of the tube, and then it pans around, and you can see the castle and the trees and the waterfall. I remember just like I didn't even play it yet. I didn't even move Mario. I just stared at the screen for a minute. I was just like, wow, like holy shit, wow. Because at the time, like that is just the graphic leap was bonkers. Like it was absolutely crazy to go from Super Mario World, and I'll put a clip in here just as a comparison. But like to go from Super Mario World to Super Mario 64 was like the world's biggest leap in gaming, and a leap in gaming I don't think will ever happen again. The only thing that comes close in my mind was going from like the PS1 and all that stuff to the Dreamcast. I mean, I really don't think we'll ever have that kind of a graphic leap ever again. I mean, never say never, I guess, but anyway, back to the Mario story. I remember playing it, and I was playing through the levels, and even just using the joystick was just so different and foreign and kind of weird, And I remember playing the very first Bob-omb World level where you go up and you fight the Bob-omb King, and I was just hooked. I kept playing, and I remember getting to like the snow world and seeing all the snow, and I was like, at the time I was like, oh man, it looks like it's really snowing. Oh god. And and then the swimming, the underwater stuff was really neat. And just the whole game the whole game was just one mind-blowing experience, and oh man, it was like the saddest day of my life when I had to take it back. You could only rent it for 2 days, but man, I was so sad when I had to pack that up. And then after that, I was hooked. Oh man, I kept doing all my chores and being on my best behavior for the whole rest of the year, and it paid off because that year for Christmas I got one. I got it, and I think I got it with Mario 64, obviously, but I think I got it with GoldenEye and something else. GoldenEye, that's another thing I should probably do a video on because that was another experience that was out of this world. But I can't remember what the third game was. Anyway, uh, but yeah, Mario 64, like that whole experience, I'll never forget it. Like just that magical moment of finally getting it and going from the Super Nintendo to that was just incredible, and it'll never happen again. I mean, I get little bits of that, sort of like when we do next gen stuff, like the PS3 to the PS4 was kind of like that, kind of. But I don't think anything will ever be like that again. And it's just so cool to look back on and think about, and it's just such a funny, fun story to think about. Anyway, so that's my memory. I hope you guys liked it. I will try and post more. Um, and I think I'm going to stick with more videos kind of like these because I think they're more personal and they have stuff to chat about with this kind of stuff instead of just like the dumbass boring reviews, which I wasn't good at it to begin with. But yeah, so stay tuned for some more videos, and I hope you liked it. And don't forget to comment and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching. See you later.